Tracer.
Hello everyone, this is TracerPixel 128. It's been almost a year since I last did a cell phone collection video. There are some new additions to my collection. First, I'm going to start off with the tablets, starting with one that I've shown on the channel before, years ago. You probably remember the video. This is my beloved 2012 Google Nexus 7. This is the 32 gig model. In the last video I did, this was still running Lollipop. I flashed it back to KitKat back in January of this year. So I'm going to plug it in. I'm using the charge for my Galaxy Watch. And let's see what happens. I believe it's currently running Android 4.4.2. Did I mention this thing turned 7 years old a few days ago? Yeah. Oh, my particular model. Oh, it's at 59%. The last time I charged it was back in January. Let's see what the Play Store would say. Yeah, it's old. But, hey, it still works. You of course, have ES File Explorer on there. That's what I used to use. Nowadays, I use Total Commander. Yeah, let's turn this thing off. And move on to the next device. I miss those Hollow Era dialog boxes. Here's my next device. This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S, the 8.4-inch version in dazzling white. I got this for Christmas back in 2014. I believe it's currently running Android Marshmallow. Plug it in and I believe it'll turn on, but I think this thing is deader than a doornail. Yeah. Yeah, this thing is dead. And finally, here is my iPad Air 1st Gen. You've probably seen the video where I restored this thing. Still has the discoloration and the dent on the back. It works perfectly fine. It's currently running iOS 12.4.3. Yeah. I'd love to jailbreak it and put iPadOS 13 on it, but since this thing has 1 gig of RAM, I'm pretty sure that it's going to run exactly how Android Lollipop ran on my Nexus 7. Yeah, it works perfectly fine. This is my tertiary device. And now on to phones. Here is my mom's LG Envy. You've seen this phone many times. Yep. It does work. I happen to have the original charger for it. And let's turn it off. There. Next is the Samsung SCH A870. I was able to get it to work by taking the battery out and putting in the battery of another phone. It does work, but like I said, we lost the charger years ago. Oh, out of order. And next is my dad's BlackBerry 8830 World Edition. I have the battery for it somewhere, but it was bulging. That's my first card slot. It does turn on, but I'm not sure if it works or not. Next is my mom's LG NV2. Yeah, I have a wrong charger. Happen to have a micro USB cable, which is from the wireless charger for my Galaxy Watch. Yeah, this was my mom's main phone about 10 years ago. I believe it was one of the first phones we got that had a micro USB port on it. Next is my mom's Sharp Kin 2. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that these phones were re-released. A lot of them weren't sent back to Microsoft. I think this thing can turn on. I think it's did. Yeah, this thing is dead. It had a pretty good camera on it. You know, for a basic smartphone that's not really a smartphone. Lastly, for the basic phones, is my dad's LG Accolade. If it can turn on. Probably just put it on the charger. Like so. Yeah, I don't know why it's very quiet. Oh. Mom got this from my dad back in 2011, around the time she got the Kin. Now moving on to smartphones. Starting with my dad's old Motorola Droid. This was the second one that he had. The first one belonged to a company that he doesn't work for anymore. And the third one belonged to a friend of his who had switched to a Galaxy S3 back in 2012. It does work, but the touchscreen does not work anymore. But that is still to turn on. Yeah, I just saw a spark come out of it. That's not good. Can you believe this phone turned 10 years old recently? It was definitely a legendary phone that helped put Android on the map. Kind of a shame that the digitizer doesn't work anymore. Would love to see it in action. But oh well. I think it was a common issue for that phone. Yeah. Does not work anymore. Who remembers when Android used to look like this? So simple back then. Next is my old Galaxy Note 2. It was actually my mom's, but she gave it to me 6 years ago. Almost 6 years ago. Remember when I used this as my main phone? Yeah, I replaced the screen protector recently. It still does turn on. Actually, I think it got out of order. Well, it's turning on. Here is my dad's Galaxy S3, which still turns on. Got the wrong cord. Have to plug it in. It is rooted. That phone's not rooted. And then this is turned on. Yeah, I have Apex Launcher on it. I had a widget on here, but I don't know what happened to it. And this is all it takes me is the setup screen. Yeah, when I try to activate, it just gets stuck there, so I'll safely turn it off. Oh, remember this? If you are a longtime viewer of my channel, you probably remember when I used to love Galaxy. I also have another Samsung Galaxy Note 2. This was my mom's replacement. And yes, I randomly put the Ubuntu logo sticker on the back. This does not work. I use this for parts. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye. Let me know if you need anything.
Next is my mom's Samsung Galaxy Note 4 that she got to replace her two Galaxy Note 2s. It should be like this. Yeah, this started developing a boot loop issue. It's unfortunate because this was a really good phone and I wanted to keep it as a backup. When I had my Pixel over there. Yeah. Kind of unfortunate. Take the battery out. And I have another phone. This is my backup phone. My Moto Z4 Droid. I currently use this as my camera. And for other stuff. And finally, here is my beloved Google Pixel. Will it stay on and not go into a boot loop? Let's wait and see. Takes a while for it to boot. And it's doing that thing again. You probably remember that video where I was upset that this phone died. It was an awesome phone. Kind of a shame it died the way it did, and I'm pretty sure owners of the Nexus 5X and the 6P feel the same pain. Let me boot into recovery. And there we go. That is my entire phone collection, including my tablets. Hope you enjoyed this video, and more videos will be coming soon, so stay tuned. But not least, here's my main phone, the Samsung Galaxy S10e.